Hi guys, Nathan again here from Cornerstone FX. So again in today's video, it's just another recap of the market analysis that we have done earlier in the week. I'm going to go through all the pairs starting at the bottom. I'm going to start here with Euro USD. Hopefully you can remember what we were looking at here, Euro USD. Price was trading around these levels, these highs over here. And what we were looking for is for price to break these highs, retest, and then continue going up. I wasn't around for this move here, so I did miss it, but it is a move that I would have entered. Be that as it may, price broke again below. Like I said, I wasn't going to take any trades. I was only going to take buying trades rather above this area here. I then identified an area in the market where price would not break below. So I took this as a midway, if you will, support area. And as soon as I got confirmation to enter this trade, I entered this trade on the way up. My 1-to-1 was hit at these highs. I'm hoping to see price climb all the way to these highs, making new highs in the market. The way that price is moving at the moment, it is in either a pullback or it will respect this area and continue falling. But for the time being, I'm going to hold my trade. I'm just in the habit of holding my trade. If it does come against me, it will hit, I'll go out on break even on this trade, which is not a loss. All right, moving on to GA. So with GA, price did almost the opposite of what I anticipated. I left this line in here to make it easy for me. We had identified this downward momentum, this downward move or trend, if you will. Price was trading around these lows, or rather, at the time of my video, price was moving up. The plan was to take a trade when price reached these highs, anticipating that it will act as a new resistance area and price will go down. As you can see, price obliterated this line going to the upside, giving us a retest. So for the time being, it does look like price will continue to respect this area. I did not take any trades on this area because my plan was to sell this market. So now I'm just waiting a little bit for price to give me new confirmation. I could have took a buying opportunity around these areas, but I wasn't ready to do that at the time. Okay. Our next pair was Gbp Usd. On Gbp Usd, we had identified the momentum here as going up. As you can see, at the time, we were trading just around these levels over here, anticipating that price would break these levels. And when price broke, that we'd look for buying opportunities. Price did break. It broke on Monday aggressively. So I usually don't trade on a Monday, so I didn't take any trades. But as you can see, price did push all the way to the upside, not even taking a break here for nothing, obliterating this key area as well. I was looking for a retest of this key area to trade it to new highs, or rather daily highs. And as you can see, price did not even give me a chance to retest to enter the market here. It just went all the way to the upside. So I didn't catch anything on GU for the week. I was analyzing this before jumping onto this video, and it does look like GU is weakening, or GBP, the GBP pairs are weakening. This was an area that I was looking to trade, but I didn't enter because I was trying to get this video ready. All right. The next pair, I believe, was Euro AUD. Yes. So oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I did enter this trade. I'm only seeing now that we are 1-to-1, so I'll just move my stops to break even and wait for us to hit our full targets on this one. But on this, our plan was not to take any trades buying, or rather, our plan was to only take selling trades below this level over here. Let me put this marker back up here. Our plan was to take only selling trades under this level here, but this level was broken through. I did identify that price was making higher lows over here and eventually broke this level. Price then came back below this level, but I could identify on my 4-hour time frame that this was just the deep retest level. I used my Fibonacci lines as well, and it gave me a nice little retest area over here. But just to be sure, I went to my lower time frames, waited for lower time frame structures to give me higher highs and higher lows. When I received that, I went in on this trade, and price is, as you can see, going in my direction. I've just hit 1-to-1. I'm actually very happy. I didn't know this was happening already. But yeah, the next trade, as you can see, actually, I do this every time. I will literally plan my trades on all my trades. You can see I have an arrow put in here. I have that little black line there. But I did all of this while I was planning my next trade. And all I did was wait for it to pan out. And as soon as I got all my confluences in order, I then entered the trade. So I always plan my trades, as I say. All right. Euro USD, I'm actually angry at myself for this. I'll just share with you what happened here. But again, Euro USD, we were trading at these highs. We anticipated that price would break this high here, retest, give us the retest, and then continue. And so, interestingly, if you play my video back, I did say I do see an area here, and I'm hoping that price will react off of this area to go on and break these highs, which is exactly what happened. I then dropped time frames to look for an entry opportunity. I missed this move, was a bit too big for me to just jump in on. I was waiting for my retest of this key area here. I didn't get a clean one, so I used my Fibonacci's and it gave me this little golden area here. You'll hear Brandon talking about golden zones a lot. I made this area here my golden zone, and I missed the entry around these areas. I saw this area on my 1-hour time frame. Let me just share this with you, and you'll see why I'm so angry at myself about this trade. All right, so funny story. My targets are actually all the way up here. So, like I said, my initial plan was to find an entry around these areas. I would have entered around here and taken this trade to the top. I didn't get that, but I did see price make a higher high over here, make this lower time frame higher low, and I found an entry. Let me move this out the way. Let me just do this so we can still be clear. I found an entry. Oh, this is really irritating. So I found an entry at the close of this engulfing candle. Price went a little bit in my favor, and then it shot down. Now, my overall bias was price would go up. It hadn't broken my trend line moving up on the 4-hour. Let me just go to the 4 and just show you. This trend line was not broken, but price came down And on that 1 hour, I was on a phone call with my father on the one side. On the other side, I was doing other work. So I got preoccupied. I saw that candle that went down heavily on the 1 hour, and I closed my trade before it hit my stop loss in a loss. The next hour, price shot all the way in my direction, and I am anticipating that it will continue going up because it did break these areas here of resistance quite strongly. But I abandoned ship. I wasn't focused on my trading, and it just happens. I turned a potentially winning trade, a trade that I would be almost at break even now on. I turned that into a losing trade, and that's never ever a nice thing to do. I did not stick to my plan this time around, and it bit me. So guys, that's the end of my half. Again, I hope that I was able to share some value with you. Remember, plan your trades, and no matter what, trade your plans. Let your plans play out. All right, guys, until the next one, take care.
Hi guys, Brandon here from Cornerstone FX, and I'll be continuing with our recap on the pre-market analysis on the pairs that we had a look at. So as you can see, I've got gold open in front of me, and as you can see, we're moving quite nicely. Initially, we were expecting price to either hold this level, continue up, retest, and then continue back to our 1826 level right here, or come down to 1757, hold it, and then continue back up. So price did come down, and I saw created a nice level here. And as soon as it bounced off this level, that's where I entered. And as you can see, price moved nicely. I hit 1 to 1 already. However, I haven't gone break even just as yet. My stops are just below over here because I do expect price to come back down, maybe retest the 1774 level before continuing up, or if it can hold right now where it is, that'll be perfect. But at this point in time, I am running in a bit of profit, as you can see. Let me just do this. You can get an idea where we are right now, and that's the profit that we are running in. So I do expect price to continue up, eventually hitting our initial target of 1826. My take profit is set at 1825. On this pair, if I jump down to the Euro Jpy, on this, as you can remember, we were in some type of consolidation. I was either waiting for price to break, retest, continue, or break below, retest, and continue to our daily level right here. What happened on this pair was price moved nicely up, breaking. However, we didn't get a retest. Price broke right back into our consolidation area, continuing down, and again once went back up. And then right now, yeah, with this candle, price broke through this area of consolidation. Another candle indicating that we are staying below. So right now I am waiting for a retest of this to give me a nice 1 to 3 ratio before continuing down to our daily level. So I haven't entered this as yet. We are just waiting for confirmation that it will retest and then hold and then give us a candlestick confirmation to continue down to our daily level. Gbp Jpy, I must say this might be the trade of the week for me. As you can see, we're moving beautifully in profit. My analysis on this pair was we were gonna break above, retest, and continue up, or we were gonna come back to retest the monthly and then continue down, and that's exactly what we did. As you can see, we went up above here. Uh, Thus, I didn't consider the break and retest before continuing up because as you can see, if I draw a line from this level right there, we basically tapped it, came back down, got a big rejection, and then this candle was a bearish engulfing candle on the 4 hour time frame as we are on the 4 hour right now. So we closed bearish engulfing, and that's where I took my entry. stops just above, and we completely melted to the downside. We're almost hitting take profit, giving us a 1 to 3.5, 3.5 risk to reward. I am obviously break even with trailing stops just above this area right here. I can actually bring my stop just below this area, seeing we broke this last zone right here, and I expect take profit to be hit within the next day. So this was a great trade on Gbp Jpy. If I drop down to NZD CAD, as you can recall, I was expecting price to do a double top right here before continuing down. However, price got there and then just continued up. I was going to change my bias to a buy. However, when price got back here, we had a bit of indecision, but no candlestick confirmation as yet. I was looking for buys around this area. This was the break and retest. However, price then just continued back to the downside. When price broke back down, this bearish candle right here, price tried to push back up and we had a great rejection. So I entered right there with on that rejection of that 4-hour candle, and we had a bit of drawdown and then price continued to the downside. I am running, I haven't hit break even yet on this with TP1. TP1's right here. So I am holding this, hoping that price will continue in my direction. And as soon as price hits TP1, I will then go break even on this specific trade. AUD CHF. This was a great trade, however, went against me eventually. So as you can see, we were expecting price to come back down to this daily level, retest, and then continue back up before going back up to our 72,370 level right there. I entered this on the 1-hour chart, and I'll show exactly what I was looking at. So as you can see, let me just open this up for you. So as you can see, price came down into this area of the daily level, and we had a bullish candle there. And then on the second bullish candle, we broke above this level right here. We broke above, had a bit of a retest, and on that close is where I entered. So I entered right there, almost no drawdown. Price within a couple of hours hit take profit 1. I went break even. We hit take profit 2, and that is then where price then went back against us and taking us out break even on this trade. So at this point in time, I am out of this trade with take profit 1 and 2. However, I do see market changing structure, and we should be bearish on this pair moving forward. I haven't taken any other trades, but that's where we are right now. USD Jpy moving us quite nice. We broke below, as you recall. We waited for the retest, and here we got a nice bearish candle right there. That's where I entered, and as you can see, we're in a bit of consolidation. We did have another bearish candle right here, as you can see. So I do expect momentum to kick in to continue our move to the downside. I am still holding this trade. I haven't gone break even just yet. We will see where that ends. AUD Jpy. This I did not enter. We were waiting for the break, retest, continuing up or back down to this level before going up, but nothing happened as yet. As you can see, price did move above there and then immediately broke back in, continuing down. Right here is where I was looking for buys, because price came back to this zone where I was looking for a buy. Big bearish candle, a smaller bearish candle, and then right here indecision. So when I saw that, I was getting excited. I was just waiting for the next 4-hour candle. Had this candle closed bullish, my entry would have looked something like this. Stops just below, and a nice, well, I would have rode up to this wick over here. Almost 1 to 4 risk to reward. However, as you can see, we got the indecision candle and a big bearish closer below the zone, breaking market structure in my eyes. So I did not enter this, and I don't plan on entering it for the rest of this week. AUD Jpy, GBP CAD. Also quite nice. As you can recall, we were waiting for the break retest to continue up. We did get that exactly perfect break retest, and I entered right about here. Price moved up, didn't quite hit my take profit one, and then we got taken out. This must have been news, I believe. However, we got taken out nonetheless. And this was a small loss on my side. And as you can see, price is just moving back down. If we can get another pullback, I will then enter a sell position going back to our weekly level right here. And then the last pair that we looked at for the week was Euro GBP. This was a great trade. Everything in terms of technical analysis played perfectly in my favor. As you can see, we broke through here. As I mentioned, we were waiting for the retest. This was also a nice golden zone entry. If I take it from this high to the low, we had a nice golden zone entry right here. Price retested it perfectly, and I entered right there. We did have a bit of draw, or we did have a bit of consolidation. Price moved nicely with this bearish candle right here, and then immediately went back up, and then eventually took us out. So this was also a small loss on Euro GBP. However, overall for the week, we are up in terms of risk to reward percentage gain. So far, a great week on our side here at Cornerstone. How has your trading week been? Please let us know. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you soon in the next video. Have a great week.